Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 26 of the Cruiser Clash tournament. We're getting down to the wire here. This is the heavy burden here. By Xionyx. We'll be going up against Task Force Danalite by Breakthrough, and these will be these crafts' final battle. After this, they will have faced all of their opponents, and they will be done. And once we finish up the last, there will be 28 episodes. So once episode 28 is done, the aesthetics competition will be opened up, and we will see who is the victor here. For now, we're going to just go ahead and get this battle underway, and see how Task Force Danalite handles these lasers, and how the heavy burden deals with the crams on Task Force Danalite. See how the missile strike's coming in. Probably going to get distracted by those heat decoys on the bottom. Yep, that's quite standard. Oh, but that would. Ooh, the crams fell short. Task Force Danalite is a somewhat slower ship, but it seems to have decent smoking. But it's still taking a lot of damage. Oh, but those cram shots on the heavy burden there did a lot of damage, mostly to the distraction cube, though it looks like. So I don't think that's going to be enough to end things. And now they've switched targets instead of focusing down that one. Oh, and the Danalite is down at 60%. It's going to despawn here very shortly. So, yep, Danalite down at 56%. Those lasers are still coming in, but it's buying time for its buddy to get some more cram shots in. Maybe launch some more missiles, get some damage done. But there it is. The Danalite is 2 damaged and despawning. The heavy burden. Oh, that heavy burden just took a big hit. How is it doing? Is that? It looks like it is AI dead. It looks like it is AI dead and going to despawn, so there's only one heavy burden left, and it is heavily damaged. Oh, that hit just knocked it down to 57%. Yes, but the Danalite is 100%. This is not looking good for the heavy burden here. No, and that is it. It is 32% and 2 damaged. It is going to despawn. Quite a quick and furious battle here, but Task Force Danalite was able to defeat the heavy burden. Those lasers, quite powerful, but though, as we saw in the very, very first episode of the tournament here, cram shells seem to be the heavy burden's kryptonite. Like if those shells manage to land, they do not do well, because they're made mostly of blocks, and it will knock out a lot of their blocks. And crams, being just by their nature inaccurate, don't always tend to hit the distraction cube as was intended by Xionyx. And plus, they just have such a big AoE. Even if they do, they can end up doing damage to some critical systems. But anyway, we'll get the clock reset. Got both contenders respawned here. We'll get round 2 underway. We'll see if the heavy burden can pull out a win this time, or if Task Force Danalite will repeat its victory. It's going to come down to how accurate those cram shots are. The more accurate they are, the better things are going to go for Task Force Danalite. The first missile strike getting almost completely defeated by the heat decoys. Once again, this heavy burden took a big hit in the distraction cube from the crams. And they once more have switched targets, which is not the best idea, but that strike did take out the laser on the heavy burden here. It's still alive, but its weapons are now offline. The other heavy burden here just took out his lot of distraction cube, losing more and more of its distraction cube. It is at 47% and going to despawn from being too damaged. And the other heavy burden, unfortunately, has its laser disabled at the moment. So it looks like Task Force Danalite is going to pull off the second win here. I do not think the heavy burden is going to be able to recover from this. The crams are just too effective against it. And this time the Danalite and the Danabrite are both alive, with the Danalite at 80%. Did not get quite as much damage early on as they did in the first match. And there it is. That is the final strike, and the heavy burden has fallen. It will be despawning any moment now. And there it goes. So, congratulations to Breakthrough in your Task Force Danalite. You'll be receiving 6 points for this battle, while the heavy burden will be receiving 2. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the battlefield.